It is dark. It is mysterious. It is spooky. Is that even the right atmosphere for a Giga-Haul? I don't know. But here comes the light for the absolute sheer amount that is on this floor. Yeah. A lot to get through here. We're back to Giga-Haul, and I'm sorry it's been forever since the last one, but it's just... I've actually bought a few things since then. I actually got a replacement from my Luigi Casa del Tars playset, and there was something else. But it was only like 2 or 3 parcels, and I was like, do you know what? I don't really want to make a Giga-Haul out of that. So I thought I'd let stuff accumulate. I've bought quite a bit recently. There is 9 parcels to get through here, if that is correct. There's technically a 10th, but I've already opened that before recording this because, well, it's not something to be shown on camera. That's all I'll say. But anyway, so if that was 10, so it's 11, 12, technically 12, 2 of which I had to open already. You've probably seen the reviews for them already. But apart from that, yeah, we've got 9 to actually crack open here. So yeah, and I am wearing shades. I don't know if this is the first Giga-Haul I've been seen wearing shades, but basically, you know, being neurodivergent, I've even got an earplug in. I think is this the first Giga-Haul I'm doing where you just see me with the earplugs and sunglasses? I can't remember. But this is what I mean. It's been ages since we've done the last one. Just been waiting for stuff to accumulate. But anyway, being neurodivergent, light, sound, sometimes too much, you know. So this helps, especially wearing these shades. So yeah, I guess I look cool next to the pride flag. Got my Lightning McQueen pajama top on today. But anyway, yeah. So let's crack on with this Giga-Haul. There's a lot to get through here. A lot to get through. So, before we get into this properly, I'm just going to quickly show the things that you will have seen the reviews for already. The Christmas cards, I just fancied opening early before doing this video. I wanted to get them reviewed. And as for Masha with Weapon and Grim, I was just too excited to open them and wait, basically. So I already opened them a week ago before recording this. So yeah, you will have seen the reviews for these already, because I knew I was putting them up before recording this Giga-Haul. They've already been done. So yeah, and it's probably looking like an odd little bunch right now because there's nothing in the background, but we'll accumulate a background over this video, don't worry, or over the course of it. But yeah, it's just the way I've set them up, you know. Christmas time, kissy kissy. Anyway. So yeah, so got the 2-pack of Fimmick Missile and Grim of Weapon. Sorry for not showing the packaging for these guys. I've already put them away in boxes and stuff, but you will have seen the videos, or you should already know what the packaging for them looks like. But anyway, yeah, really cool 2-pack. I'm glad to finally have it at last. It's what I've been putting off getting the last few years. I really just wanted Fim of Weapon, to be honest, but Grim with this different expression is really cool. But the Fim of Weapon was the main piece. I nearly bought the fake a few years ago. Like the Apple car, which I do have the fake of that because I think that's the only way a lot of us collectors who are collecting today. That's the only way we can get the Apple car now. It's just by buying a fake, and it is good enough. It does the purpose, doesn't it? Or does the job. But Vim of Weapon, there are fakes of this on eBay. I was thinking about buying it at one point, but this pack came up for a really good price because I thought I would never have this car because of how rare it is. And this pack is rare, but not as much as I thought it was. Processed in about the £40-50 region. It came up vinted for 25, and I bought it like that. There was already one up by the seller, but they found another one. So yeah, I just bought it in a heartbeat, and I'm very glad to have it. Grim, you know, not the main reason why I buy the pack, but I do like the expression. But Film of Weapon, I think, is one of the best die-casts that Mattel has ever made, based off the iconic airport scene, and just the expression is so on point to the film. I love this 2-pack. And of course, you will have already seen the review. It's the Christmas Cars 4-pack of Ramon, Doc, McQueen, Mater. This is my favourite of the 4, by the way. I think the 4-pack's okay. I don't really think it deserves the hype that everyone's given it. I just literally got a comment on my review for it saying that Disney Store really cooked for this pack, and I'm just like, they're just bigger scale versions of diecast we've had before. They're really nothing exciting to me at all. At least Race and Rescue, whilst yes it is repaints and stuff, it's new in a sense because it's new paint jobs. These are just the same thing. The only new car I think was McQueen, which he's my least favourite of the four. The new one's my least favourite of the four. Can you believe that? My second favourite is surprisingly Doc, and then third would be Meta, fourth would be McQueen. I should have set them up in the order I prefer them, but I really do like these two guys. You know, I guess a Doc and Ramon Disney Store scale version of these characters are not as common nowadays, so I quite like them. These two I don't really care about. I don't like Disney Store mirrors. I think they always feel so cheap and nasty. I just don't get how people are saying this is better than what is in the, you know, is currently being put out by Mattel. But I will say this, I think the Halloween pack is easily the best item that we've had this year for any diecast. So see, I do think something from Disney Store is better, but this, people have been saying this is just as good as the Halloween pack, and honestly, I'm sorry guys, I really massively disagree. I don't think they're anything amazing. It's probably because I don't really like Disney Store cars to begin with, so I didn't like them growing up. I still don't really like them now, and I know it's the whole point behind them, but I don't like the massive scale of them. I really don't. I much prefer these. Anyway, but yeah, I'll shove this up in the background. It's an alright 4-pack, but really does not. I need to get Doc in a decent place because of the hats clashing. It's a decent 4-pack, but it really, honestly, does not deserve the hype that people are giving it. Just in my opinion, you don't have to agree. Right, I'll get them shoved back up. Yeah. Right, first parcel. Starting off light with this one. This is from a weird, well, not a weird time, but, you know, just kind of like when this company was doing everything, basically. I mean, they still do it now, but, you know. I'll just better using the scissors for this. This came out, I think it's 2017, the year, so that should tell you what it's from. It's from Cars Free. But you rarely see these come up, and I got it for a good price, so I decided to buy it. Should just be dumped in here, which yes it was. There's a bit of bubble wrap. Sorry for not showing this on camera, I can't with the space. It's weird to have one of these at last, but yes. Oh, it's huge as well, and it's quite solid. It is a rotor cast. For those who don't know what a rotor cast means, it's hollow, got a hole, so it's quite light. But yes, it's the Funko Pop Cruise with no mouth. Oh my god, where is her mouth? That is fucking horrifying. Jesus Christ, is that intentional? There's no mouth. I know Funko Pops don't have mouths. I'm not a Funko Pop collector. I really don't like the things, to be honest. But I've got the odd one. I've got like 2 Doc Ocks. I've got a Mr. Mises from Rick and Morty. Mr. Mises, whatever his name is. Is that it? Is that all I've got? Yeah, I really don't have a lot of Funko Pops. I've just got ones that I like, basically. But I know it's a traditional thing for them not to have mouths, but I don't think it fucking works for a Disney car. Oh, that is freaky. That is freaky. Smooth. Yeah, not really a fan of that, to be honest. What the fuck? God, that is weird, everyone. Some white sticker on the back of her. So none of these have a mouth. They should at least give him a mouth. Anyway, yeah, it's alright. It'll be a cool wee like display piece, or just sit on the table or something. It's quite rigid, but it is hollow, as I said. But yep, when does this come out? What does it say? Funko LLC 2017, made in Vietnam. But yeah, I like how they've done the eyes with the clear plastic and the sort of bit underneath. I think that looks quite cool. It's almost like she's wearing a visor. But yeah, but obviously it's the Dinoco version of her from the end of Cars Free. But yeah, that was just, I think, how much was that? Like £8. Not too bad considering how much more the Funko Pops for, well, anything go for nowadays. Doctor Who ones, which I'm a fan of Doctor Who. God, the prices for the Doctor Who ones are stupidly expensive now. They've just gone up so much in value. Which, you know, I'm glad I don't like Funko Pops, because that means I don't need to spend that amount of money on the Doctor Who ones. And also, it's like, well, if you don't like Funkos, why would I buy this? Because I think this actually looks pretty good, apart from the missing mouth, which I didn't even notice on them. But yeah, and it was cheap, so they hardly come up nowadays. So, what should we do next? Do this little one down here. These, this and the Funko Cruise were both bought from the same person, Giga-Haul. If you know that name, then you've been on Facebook a lot in the groups then. She's became quite an infamous seller in the UK group. Quite rightly so. She's got a lot of fantastic stuff that's always going spare. She just sold a bathroom meter recently, which I was going to buy, but someone bit me to it, unfortunately. But she sold it off for £200. My offer would have been £100, so I don't know if I would have got it for that amount. But she bought a time travel meter in exchange for it, so good on her. I couldn't even remember what was in here. So they're not in like the best condition, but this is one of the cop cars from the Piss and Cup scene. I don't know who it is though, because there's like 3 versions of this car, I think, and obviously it was a deluxe. Is this the same model as the Octane Gain crew chief? I think it is, and Charlie Cargo from Sarge's boot camp scene, which they really should repaint that for a Vitaline crew chief. Is this that? Yeah, it's the same model, isn't it? So, you know, some sort of deluxe scale. I think there's like 3-4 versions of this car model in this paint job. It's like 2 different characters, they've got different expressions. There was a free pack with Fred and them too. I know one of them's stupidly rare, I think because they were in that free pack, but yeah, I don't know this guy's name. But it's just one of the, you know, it's just nice to have, isn't it? It's very light. Date stamp is 3039, so the 303rd day of 2009, so very possibly could have came out in 2010. But yeah, quite cool to have him. This one, I believe, does fetch a bit of a high price now. And is it broken at the front? That's not good. Shit, I didn't even notice that in the pictures. It's fine. To be honest, it kind of adds to the look, doesn't it? Yeah, this piece is completely went at the front. I don't know this car's name either. Very good condition though, but I know this is quite a rare one from 2021. It's not Caleb Worley, that's the sort of grey-black one that's in this model, and then there's Duke Coulters. Is it Duke Coulters? Yeah, it's Duke Coulters. Is the red one, obviously. They're all pretty similar looking. They're kind of in the same body style as like River Scott, obviously, but yeah. But very nice to have, quite like the detail. I just don't know its fucking name. We'll save the most interesting to last, for me anyway. Mike Fuse, is that his name? Mike Fuse, one of the all-in-all servers from the Japanese party scene. In fact, I'm gonna guess he's the one who drives past Mater, and Mater goes, "I'll take one of them, thank you." But yeah, really good condition, which is nice. Really good condition, actually. I love the wee tray of all-in-all cans. Is this the original? Yeah, it is 1885, so the 188th day of 2015. Yep. Made in China. Yep, it's the original one. What did he come in a 2-pack with? Or was he released as a single first? I can't remember. Because he was in a 2-pack with Zen Master Pity a couple of years ago, and I believe those were New Talon variants. But I'm trying to remember, did he come out as a single first? Because it was the 3-pack of Metal of All cans and the 2 sushi chefs. But did he come out as a single? Was he released with Zen Master Pity as well? I can't remember. As in when he first came out, that is. I can't remember. Someone can let me know in the comments. And last but not least, and a very interesting one to me, and I did want it when I realised how different it was. It is Luigi from, I'm going to guess, the End of Cars 3. No, it's not. Oh, what the fuck's it from? Hang on. It's not the End of Cars 3. Because I'm pretty sure he's got Ferrari gear on, as always. Can't be the beach scene because he's got a green flag. Where the hell does this come from? It is the end scene of Cars 3, isn't it? Or is it the fan favourite series? I really don't know. Anyway, it is Luigi with a checkered flag, but what makes this interesting is this is a completely different model to the one that Mattel normally releases, like the standard one. So basically, the flag turns around. So basically, like the recent Race and Rescue version of Luigi still uses the same old model. So this is kind of similar to that, but they changed again. Didn't they use the Precision Series mold? I think they did. I believe, and looking at it in hand, this model is actually a lot more accurate. It seems like it is to me. It's a weird casting, but I'm if you know, you know, basically. But this is from the 103rd day of 2017. So this came out when Cars 3 came out then. And it's made in China. But I don't know what pack or whatever it was released in, I could not tell you. Anyway, point here being, it's very cool to have it. Because it is quite the rare version of Luigi, I believe, nowadays. He's not a cheap one to get. Like that, essentially. But yeah, nice little lot there. Very nice. All that cost me a tenner, by the way. Them four. Thought it was a good deal. Cars I don't have, so snapped them up. Right, okay, moving along. Now, this I got for a lot cheaper than I should have. Quite a thin parcel, but this was a bloody bargain for what I paid for it. However, this dude might get re-released next year, which if it does, I won't be annoyed because it means I can actually open one. Even though, well, I was thinking before there'll be new Talon variants. China are back to making the diecast, so a new China variant. It sounds weird to say that, but anyway, yeah. I'll be making a video on all that stuff soon, but it's fascinating how they're going back to China. I really wonder what's prompted the decision. There's a whole lot of excitement in the Cars community right now over it. Oh, did they pack this in like another box? What was it? I thought I just put... Oh, they did. They put... So the bag was wrapped over it and then they put it in something else. Oh, okay. Well, Oh. Forgive me one moment, guys. We've got to clear up the previous lot. There we go. Yeah, they put this in a new box. Well, I don't know if that's a good idea considering what's in it and how puffed out it might be. So I'm really fucking hoping the blister's not squashed. Because this is staying in its packaging. How are you all, by the way? Just thought I'd ask that now. Hope you are doing well. Thank you again for the continued support. I really should promote these videos on Instagram, but I just don't get around to doing it, to be honest. But I imagine a lot of my Instagram viewers probably are watching this, so... But I will stick this video up on my story. But yeah, let me know what scores you have gotten recently, if you care to comment. If not, that's completely fine. No pressure. Just try to carefully cut this. Is that us? Oh yeah, and I can see how they've done this, and that's not good. What the fuck is it? Sorry, the way they've done this is actually really annoying. Hold on. I can't remember if I told them I'm keeping it on card, but anyway. So, that, a bit of foam, and you can see what it is. Okay, I do forget, the cards used to be a lot shorter back then compared to what they are now, so I guess fair enough of fitting in here, but... Oh, the blister's fucking squashed. Shit. That's really annoying. Because this is supposed to be staying sealed. Anyway, you've already seen what it is, but hold on, let me sort all this crap first. Ah, great. So I'm going to need to report that now on Vinted. And I got the parcel over a week ago now, and basically my opportunity to report an issue is gone. I'm sure I can still do something though, but... I thought it'd be okay to save it for then, because I didn't expect them to fucking wrap it up like this. Like, honestly, why put something like that, which clearly does not fit, right? It's slightly too big. See if they just put it in that with some bubble wrap, that would have been fine by me. I'm not going to bother wasting time putting the box back in that little grey part. But anyway, yes, it's Longji. On, amazingly, the Chinese version of this packaging. But, as you can see, the blister's fucking squashed. So, that's really annoyed me. Because my intention was to keep this guy sealed. That's really annoying. So yeah, as I said, this guy might get re-released next year because I'm sure everyone knows by now Flash Nelson and basically I think the Swedish and Mexican versions of Jeff Corvette are going to come out again. And they were all super chases, obviously. So considering that they're re-releasing them two, I also won't be surprised if they do like the rest of them, which I believe is a Russian one, Longji, and then you've got Frosty Winterbottom. That's the only one I remember the name of, and Longji. Frosty being the Australian version, of course. Like, they had these side cut-ins, which is fine on the blisters, but it's this. Like, it is really... Let me put the flash on. It's really squashed up. That's really annoyed me. Not a fan of that at all. So I'm gonna can get something reported or get a refund. So I paid I didn't pay too much for this. I only paid £20, which you know, I think considering how much more these can go for now, that's a pretty good price considering. A few more have came up in Vinted since then, weirdly, but the squash blister is just absolutely just not. I don't know if they thought I was opening this, but that's really fucking annoyed me. There's a slight crease up here on the card. Because I feel like I've just wasted my money. Because I don't want to open this. Because he should be coming out again next year. You would think if they're doing the other ones. Anyway, Disney Pixar, Cars 2. You got all the translations and Super Chase there in Chinese, which is really cool. Longji, nice artwork. Obviously, these cards were just a repaint of Max Chanel. Longji, more English and Chinese writing. It says down here, as seen in the Chinese version of the movie. In case people are wondering who the fuck it is. Super Chase vehicles are limited to no more than 4,000 units produced. Yeah. Anyway, it's nice to have them, but that squash blister really is a letdown. I'm really fucking annoyed with that. Because, again, my plan was to keep that sealed. So, I'll need to get on the arse about that and fucking tell them you're a cunt for how you fucking wrapped up. But anyway, sorry guys, I'm just really annoyed because I was supposed to keep that sealed on mint fucking card. I'll go look at the pictures of the listing and see if it was squashed. If it is, then that's my fault, I didn't notice, but if not, then it's because they've packed it poorly. Anyway, someone who doesn't pack things poorly, Gemdens. We've got 2 parcels here from them, which I'm trying to reach. I'm going to do these in a particular order, and you will see why. But smaller parcel here. This was the second order. The first one I'm going to do after opening these. Basically, I ordered a 2-pack, and then I seen another thing come up, and I was like, great, I could save on postage, so I bought 2 things in here to save on that postage, because the main reason why I got this lot is for something that I would not have paid fucking like £16 for. So I haven't paid that for it at the end of the day, which is good. But this is something that retails at a tenner. It's been found at the moment, and because the UK probably won't get it 6 months down the line, I just went, do you know what, I will just buy it now. There is no point in me waiting for this to possibly be found in the Entertainer, because that's the only place it seems to get colour changers and glow racers now. So that's an indication to what's in here. And all squashed up at the bottom. So yeah, we'll go over the main reason why I bought this. Yep, it's Glow Racers Wingo. Gemdens had about 6 of them in, and I just thought, well, for what potentially might be the last Glow Racer, we don't know. because we thought the line was done. But then didn't like Sally and Ray Riverham's like listings get leaked? I don't know. We don't know what's going on with this line. I don't mind it. I don't think it's as bad as everyone keeps saying it is. I think the problem is though it's just shelf warming, and the problem is they don't do these as waves, like with like 4 cars. They just keep doing like the odds 1 or 2 here and there, and that's like every 6 months. It's not a good way to do a toy line, in my opinion. Like you need to keep this regular. It would have been great if this whole wave was all the tuners, because even though I think people do want this line to finish, I don't want it to finish. I just want them to distribute it and present it better. But for what might be our potential last Glow Racer, we don't know. It's probably one of the best ones we're ever going to get, because the tuners land for this line, you know, they're perfect for it. So I will be gutted if that's it, because the fact we could have been on the verge of greatness and they stop, which people will say is for the better. I'm not inclined to totally agree with that, but yeah, because glow in the dark for the tuners, perfect, man. So I'd love a DJ boost in Snot Rod at some point, but we'll see if that actually happens. Anyway, I've just realised this is on USA card. Didn't think of that. Well, I don't care. It's getting opened. Yeah, because I'm a UK collector, so when this comes out here, I'll just have Wingo on the back. But yeah, it was only $12.50. I thought, you know what, just rather than waiting a few months down the line, let's just pay the extra $2.50 and get it now. You know, didn't see the point in waiting to potentially find it, and it's 1 car. If it was 2, I would have been a bit more reluctant to spend that amount of money, because £25 for 2 cars is quite a lot. I know they glow in the dark, but I thought, well, it's the only 1 car coming out in this wave, so I'll just buy it now. So yeah, it's Glow Racers Wingo, which I don't know if I'll ever review it, because I normally record videos during the day and not at night, so we'll see. But yeah, it's got Dan, Jackson, McQueen, Ramon, and Fillmore on the back. Are these all in that case? I don't know. I really don't know. And just to save on money, quite an old release. This was the last one they had, I think. It's a van with lenticular eyes. I don't have a van. I've never had a van, which is surprising. I've never had a Mini either. The only version of Mini I have is the Lost in the Desert one, which you think that's the one I would get last because of rare it is, but I found it for a tenner on Vinted. No van, unfortunately, just Mini. So I will pair these two together, basically, as oddities until I get a Lost in the Desert van. But yeah, so I do have a Mini and a van, just not original classic versions. But it's from the Final Lap collection, and this, it was number 61 van. This strange way of packaging where you could see through in the card. I mean, it gave you a really good look on it, but try to keep these cards, you know, like, good if you're going to preserve them, because you need to rip into it. It's a bit of a nightmare. So what I'll probably do is I'll try and remove it from the front, push it down, and then cut along here. It seems like there's like a sort of like line segmented bit, so you can do that. Not sure. There's no collector guide, so I'm guessing they stopped doing that at this point. Oh, I don't know when this guy came out, because my partner has Fillmore with gas cans of chase from this time that was a lenticular, and that came with a little collector's guide and booklet and everything. So no idea. But yeah, that was just purely to save on postage, that. So very cool to have. Main reason was for Glow Racers Wingo, but you know, I thought I'd save some money. Plus, it's all, if I can get them to sit. Plus, it's always nice to have something on like really retro packaging. You know, because I'd say the packaging on these is better than what we have now. And that bloody Red Riders fucking packaging's back for next year, which I'm not happy about. Like, I think a lot of people are. 4 years of the same fucking packaging. What the hell is going on? It's just ridiculous, you know. You'd think for the 20 if they at least change it up, but no. Still sticking to the same shitty one. Moving right along. Next parcel from Gemdens. I'm going to speed up a bit here because I've only got 20 minutes left on this camera space. And I reckon we can do it. Though for the last 2 items I might need to move to the floor to actually open them. But yeah, big parcel here. I'm just going to do this off camera. Amazingly, they got more of these in stock. This was the last one, so I just grabbed it the second I seen it. Because I think this is going to become quite a rare 2-pack from this year. Because because it's only been in the one case. So, and it's from that fantastic 2-packs case that just came out a while back. The one that had all the Race and Rescue stuff. And this is the only one that's not returning in case D for 2-packs, the last one of the year basically. So I just grabbed this whilst I had the opportunity. I'm going to keep this blade open because I'm going to need it again in a moment. Always well packed from Gemdoms. Shit ton of paper. Hold on, I'm drowning in paper here, guys. Deal with that later. Oh, it does look beautiful. Just having a quick gander at it. Anyway. Yes, it's the 2-pack of, I'm going to move the camera up a bit. It's the 2-pack of Megan Shifter and Masha Ellswrench. So, when Gemden's got that fantastic 2-packs case in stock, I unfortunately had missed out. Apart from the 2-pack of Sage Vanderspin and Darren Ledford, which is fine because I wanted that one anyway. For this though, basically by the time I got around to messaging them, people have already reserved them, and I've tried to get case W, X and Y off Gemden's, and every time I keep getting the same message of basically they're out of stock, and they kept saying to me they weren't expecting any to be put on eBay. That just shows to go for those people out there who are saying that Race and Rescue is a shit line and doesn't sell. If this person's on like 10 cases for these cars, right, and everyone's getting to them before they even put on eBay, that tells you how well they're selling and how popular the line actually is. So, and it was mainly those 2-packs I was after, Sheriff, Adam, McQueen and Chick. Now, they're thankfully all back in the last case of the year that's also got Cruz and Danny. The only 2-pack that is not coming back or has been in multiple cases this year, I think, is this one. So, and I was told they didn't have any more of these left. So I said to my partner, who wants this as well, I said, right, this is the only 2-pack we're going to struggle with. So I just happened to be scrolling Gemden's eBay page a few days ago, just randomly checking, and this came up. In fact, I think I was actually looking for Race and Rescue stuff, the new Case Y stuff, because Masha's in that case as well. And this came up. I was like, oh my god, what? And it turns out they had 3 or 4, and they'd all sold apart from this one, so I got the last one. I'm going to guess Gemden's just got more stock of that previous case in, because these are not in the last case of the year for 2-packs. So, yes, naturally, I snagged it whilst I had the chance. Because Masha is also already came out as a single, but I wanted it for Megan Shifter, which I can't believe I've kind of paid £23 for one fucking pity. But for me, this is going to be my definitive Masha Ellswrench, because the previous one I've got in case you, I'm going to customise that and basically take the headset off it and make a Kenworth headset. So these are staying how they are. They did mark this as new for 2025, which in a sense, I mean, not really. The single from Masha came out first, but I can understand with that, obviously. This is just a re-release from 2019, which is nice. I'm really glad they've done this, to be honest. It's nice to see Megan Shifter again. She's not been released since 2019. She was a big peg warmer back in the day, but, you know, it's been 6 years, so nice to see her back, and it's one I don't have. So, unfortunately, no tool cart, which is annoying. The more boring accessory, which is a stack of tires. But, it's nice to have these. Nice to have this 2-pack at last. And on the back, it's just got Cactus McQueen meter and the 2-pack I already mentioned that I did have. That's the only one I had so far. So I've got the 2 cars, 1-packs now. Just need to get literally for 2-packs now. For me, it's just the Race and Rescue stuff. There is other ones like the one from Nick Shift and then like Dragon Lightning McQueen, but I'm not paying like £20 odd for just one car out of each of them. I'd rather get them on their own if I can. So, but yeah. Now the reason why I've just opened these in the order I have is because there's something related in this next parcel. I'm going to prop this up right here. Now, it's really exciting to get this. So, at the end post, it's been delivered to, and I just thought I'd show this first. But this person, because I already bought one car from them before, which was Eugene Carbureski, I got it early. They put a wee thank you sticker and a Mater McQueen sticker on it, which is pretty cool. From what I can see, it's Sri McQueen, some random background. Looks like an unidentified flying mater of the blue. Anyway, so this came up on Vinted, and I just bought it because it was cheap. This is kind of the car from Case Y that is cool, but no one really cares about at the same time. But it was a big deal when this got leaked because I think it was an update we all really wanted, and again, that should be an indication for everyone to what is in here. But this is staying sealed, and I hope it's the one with the correct artwork. Moment of truth, guys. It is. Oh, thank God. So yes, it is the updated artwork of Masha Ellswrench, and holy shit, it looks so fucking good. Just comparing it to that shite we got months ago, I mean, it's a fucking night and day difference, isn't it? I mean, just look at that. Yeah, so before Docket revealed the Case Y contents, basically this case got found in Hong Kong or Malaysia, wherever they sprang up first. They always seem to be getting found just before Docket reveals the case. They get these like 2 months before us, but it's obviously because China is right next to them, or Thailand I should say, but it's going to be China again soon. And basically someone found this in a store, and obviously the big idea or the big deal was, yeah, their card render has been updated. And I think the fandom just kind of went like, what? You know, and we were in such shock and awe. It was fantastic. Yeah, I can't believe they updated it. I really can't. I honestly thought we were going to put up with this for the rest of the year. That's to say, though, this version of Masha with this card art as a single is going to become quite rare, because I imagine this is going to be the permanent one from now on. And this 2-pack with this artwork as well is also going to become rare. I'm opening this. I don't really give a shit about the fucking, you know, the difference of the card art. But, yeah, fantastic stuff here. Is she packaged the other way? No, I don't think so. Yeah. So this is the Case Y version. It's the only Case Y car I've actually been able to acquire so far, but this artwork, like when I saw this, I was like, oh my god. For me, this is one of the best artworks we've had in a long time. It's just the old RPM artwork, but it's a small sedan. It works, so it just looks fantastic. Unfortunately, though, they've not packed this up the best. The card is a bit creased, so I might have to get a replacement, but really just amazing. Like, look at this art. It's so beautiful. Just looks like Masha, doesn't it? And a bit of attitude in there compared to, well, JW. And you know, these actually look properly edited and rendered now. That is just so fucking horrible. Yeah, this is on international card. That's all Case P stuff from a few months ago. What I'm interested in is if there's any differences between these two. I'm going to need to do this off camera so I can actually see. Already I'm going to say no. They're definitely the exact same. Yeah, can't imagine there would be much of a difference because these have sort of came out close to each other. Well, not really. I mean, the Cashier car came out a while ago now, but yes, the many versions of Masha Ellswrench 2-pack single updated card, and this is probably going to become even more sought after because of that now. Yes, a shit piece of artwork is going to become rare. Can you believe it? Because even just seeing it in person, when you compare it to it, this just looks fucking horrible. I'm so glad they did update it and actually listen to us. You know, but Pixar probably made this, not Mattel. But yeah, just a wee exciting thing to keep on card. It looks fantastic. It really does. I think that is going in the background quite proudly. Hell fucking yeah. Nice to see Fiberfield get a bit of love. Not one of my favourite sponsors, but you know, still cool nonetheless. I think I'm going to move these cars down here actually. I might need to get a Funko Pop Cruise off the table, just so I've got the space. Ah, that did not sound good. Oh shit. Well, I hope that didn't chip. I mean, thankfully it was Graham, but still. Anyway, can she just fit the side? Yeah. Right. Got 10 minutes left. Can I get through these last very quickly? I'll try. This, you never see flat packages normally on the channel, but I think this cost me like a £5. It was really cheap, so. Though there is something else in here. Again, it was to make the postage worth it, because again, this is not something I would have paid like £10 for. So it has something else in here for my partner. So try to get it open. That'll do. Because I think for these last two items we're just going to need to go to the floor. So everything. Yep. So we have, well, some Toy Story 2 art cards or postcards. Quite a good chunk of them here. This was the thing that I bought to save on postage, because I'm going to give these to my partner. I seem to have them upside down. Yeah. I don't know where the artwork comes from. I'm going to guess a book or something. Yeah. You just get the idea. The Toy Story 2 postcards, basically. But as I said, that's for my partner, because the main reason why I got or bought from this person was this. A Cars 2 collector poster from 2011. Yeah. There's Mater. There's McQueenie. I'm going to try and open it. I do love these collector posters, and I do miss when they actually released them, like, to buy, or this was probably from Argos or something. Just hoping I can open it without damaging it. Tell you what, I'll put it on the floor and then you can see it. I think it's the best I'm going to get. Stick the flash on. Yep, so here it is. So this was for what it seems like was number 1 to 25. So did we only go up to Carlo Maserati in 2011? I have no idea. But yeah, this is so nostalgic though, and I do have every single one of these original releases. I think the Cars 2 line just made sense for what they did for it, like Mater 1, 2, Finn, 3. Like the first 5 like fine. Professor C, then Jeff, Carla Rule, some, you know, World Grand Prix, and like, oh, where's the rest of the race team? And then Graham Macer. Like, you really felt like you got those, like, you felt you really got those main characters in the first 20, I think. And then the rest of the World Grand Prix racers, and then you're going into more side characters, though. Maserato, was that what he was going to be called? Oh, that's Carlo Maserati, obviously. And Deluxe Cars, which went up to the Popemobile, which was number 9. So, like, Tackle Truck Mater and Funny Car Mater all came later on. But yeah, however, there's another side to it, which has a bunch of Cars 2 merchandise. So it's like World Tour Activities, Finn at the bottom, the Tokyo Spin It Track, which I used to have. Can you colour in this scene from the movie? It's not even a scene. Oh, it's just a thing you can actually colour in. Well, I won't be doing that. Oh, there's like Spot the Difference and Destination Unknown. Can you help the cars reach their destination? And the Talking Finn and the Action Agents boat. Pretty fucking cool. Does make me miss that era of Cars 2. Right, guys, just going to do this handheld because I cannot fit these on the table. And we're going to save what's the best for last. You can already kind of see it. I've just briefly opened these. But this large item is from quite a forgotten line, I'd say, in the Cars universe. Squinkies! Yes. So it is the Globy dispenser from Squinkies. Insert Squinky coins. Yeah. So I got this for £20. It has already been opened, but I believe everything's here and it's complete, so that's what I mainly want from it, obviously. You basically put Squinkies on the top of your... You put a coin in here, you turn it, and you would get, well, 7 Squinkies inside, apparently. There are instructions. Sorry, everyone, I really needed to go and piss. So I got this for £20. Or was it 22? I can't remember, but I've always wanted this. I remember Blue Collection reviewing it back in the day, so I thought I would snag it for that price, and I'm really glad I did. It's quite a nice window display. I'm probably going to put this in the kitchen. It's quite small. It's a lot smaller than I thought it'd be, actually, but Squinkies are quite small toys. I just got the Super Chase Globy recently, so... Oh, something I probably could have included in my Giga-Haul. There's another parcel I've got since then, but again, just too excited to open it. I might put my Chase next to this, don't know. But yeah. And there's something there. God, look at the old date. October 24th, 2011. So this came out like in the same year, of course, too then. Showing the back. There's a Squinkies logo at the top. Holds up to 20 Squinkies, some coins, and those are 7 you get. So you get a wrench, a piston cup, meter, film of weapons, McQueen, Guido with a wrench, and Ramon, yellow Ramon. Look for Cars 2 Squinkies bubble packs and 4 packs of ramps. Load Globy dispenser, insert your coins, turn the dial for a Squinky surprise. Very cool, but it doesn't just stop there. Amazingly, it came with a whole brand new pack of Squinkies, and I've just noticed the same logo up here. Approved signed sample. Wait, what? Hold on. What? Approved signed sample? What does that mean? That is weird. Are these prototypes? Okay, I'm not going to open this just yet. This has already been opened, so it's fine, but interesting. What does that mean? Shall find out. Wyatt? What? This is weird, guys. Explains the other sticker, but anyway, it's from Series 1. Pack of 12 Squinkies. So this pack came with them, but is that the reason why? Sample copy? I really don't know. Anyway, I did have some of these growing up. It's weird how they give you plastic cases and just nothing for them. But anyway. Really am interested in it now. Look for Cars 2 Squinkies 4 packs with ramps and Globy dispenser. Well, there you go. And big picture of Finn on the back. But yeah, that came with them, which is pretty fucking cool, but I am wondering what that is all about. From Character Options, the same people who make the Doctor Who figures, I might have to contact Alduar. But this is not, in my opinion, the best item of the whole Giga-Haul. You would think after all this, that would be it. It is a large item, but I've saved the best for last. And I am fucking happy to own this. And you can already kind of see it. Come on out. No need to be shy. Give me a second. There we go. Just needed a pull. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. The Screamin Banshee. Yeah. Which I cannot fucking believe to finally own this at last. I'm going to put these down and put the Banshee on the table, because I just want you to see the actual scale of this thing for anyone who's never owned one. He is huge, this guy. Like, fucking huge. My god. Yeah, I've always wanted one of these. I did have one to play with growing up. Basically some distant cousins of mine of mine had this, and I remember seeing it out in the garden and being so jealous, and I always got to play with it. And I remember one day where I was not allowed to play with it because the garden was locked, the back door was locked, and I saw it out on the a garden table just sitting there with its claw up, I think, and I kicked up a big fucking fuss over it, because you always want to play something that you know you want to play with something you don't have as a kid. But I got this for the fantastic price of £35, which to me is absolutely worth it. This is so rare now and goes for much more. It's obviously from the Mini Adventures line. The mouth does work, the claw works, the back works, everything. Just close that. I know that the claw or the hook is missing, but I just got another one on eBay today. I won a bid. The lights and sounds don't work, but it has the hook, so I will yank that out, put it in, and there you go. They did say they weren't sure if the lights and sounds worked with this, so I'm going to put in batteries after the video and find out. But yeah, I love this thing so much. This, is this my favourite cars item I own? Possibly. Really just shows you how much they cared back then and the level of detail. And just putting big scale items like this that fit with the die cast, amazing. And he's got rubber tires. But yeah, so happy to own this. Fantastic. Anyway, that wraps up this Giga-Haul, everyone. Let me know what your favourite item in it was. Plenty here. Lots and lots and lots, but this is my favourite. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Goodbye.